Chapter 17 Natural Disasters. We will learn natural calamities, consequences of natural calamities, help in times of disasters, emergency kit, first aid, common first aids. You may have heard about events that cause damage to human life and property. They may happen when we are just not prepared for them. We have no control over them. Such situations which pose immediate threat to our life and property are called emergencies. When such emergencies are caused by natural factors, they are called natural calamities or disasters. Earthquakes, tsunamis, cyclones and floods are some common natural disasters. Natural calamities. Earthquake. A sudden, violent shaking or trembling of the earth's surface is called an earthquake. When large masses of hot, liquid rocks are pushed under the earth's surface, an earthquake occurs. Some of the earthquakes are very mild and cannot be felt, while some of the great intensity cause extensive damage to life and property. Fact file. Study of earthquakes is called seismology. A seismologist is a scientist who does research in seismology. What should one do if there is an earthquake? Keep calm. Walk out of the building and move to an open area. Do not stand near windows, mirrors, hanging pots during or immediately after an earthquake. Stay away from electric poles and trees. Volcanic eruptions. A volcano occurs when hot molten rocks under the Earth's surface are forced out from the Earth's crust. The molten rock is called lava. The hot lava causes damage to everything around it. Cyclones. A very strong rotating windstorm accompanied by heavy lashing rain is called a cyclone. Cyclones are very common in the coastal regions of India. The strong winds and rain cause loss to life and property. Fact file. Cyclone is known as typhoon in China and Japan, whereas tornado in USA and Mexico. What should we do in case of a cyclone? Listen regularly to the weather forecast. Keep a first aid kit ready. Be careful about snake and insect bites. Check for gas leaks after the cyclone. Tsunami. Tsunamis are huge sea waves caused by an earthquake or a volcanic eruption under the sea. The waves travel with great speed and can be as high as 50 feet. The tsunami that occurs in Japan in March 2011 made many people homeless and caused great destruction. What should be done if there is a tsunami? Just before a tsunami strikes, the sea often recedes from the coast. If you see such a thing, run away from the coast. If you live in a coastal area and feel an earthquake, quickly run to a higher ground. If you are in a boat, go out of the sea. Landslides. Landslides occur in hill areas when big rock stones and mud slide down the mountain slopes towards the valley. Landslides are more common in the rainy season. The Himalayas are very prone to landslides. Floods. When the water level in rivers and lakes rises due to heavy rainfall and flows to the nearby land, it causes floods. Floods cause damage to the crops, animals, property and human life. When flooded water recedes, epidemics like malaria and cholera break out. Drought. A long dry spell with little or no rainfall is called drought. It causes severe damage to the soil, crops, animals and even people. It usually results in a water shortage that seriously hampers human activities. Droughts are common in the desert regions of Rajasthan. Crop failures occur due to drought, resulting in a famine. Famine is a condition when people die due to shortage of food. Fact file. Indian Red Cross helps the people during the times of emergencies. What should we do in case of a drought? Do not waste water in any way. Do not leave the taps running unnecessarily. Reuse the water to clean the floors after washing vegetables. Consequences of natural calamities. Natural calamities have an adverse effect on life and property. Some people become handicapped for a lifetime. Dams and roads are damaged. Many people become homeless. Services like electricity, transport, water supply, etc. are disrupted. Natural calamities may result in heavy losses of life and property. Help in times of disasters. The government provides relief to the people during times of emergencies. Many national and international non-governmental organizations, NGO, and the United Nations Disaster Management Team, UNDMT, also provide aid and support to the affected people. Some other organizations that provide help are United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, Indian Red Cross, First Hand Foundation. The armed forces supply essential items like food, water, blankets, clothes, etc. to the people at the disaster site. They set up relief camps for the victims. The police helps to maintain law and order. Doctors and medical teams are put on special duty in such places. Soldiers and volunteers help in rescue work and remove people trapped under the rubble of collapsed buildings. Emergency kit. Every family should have an emergency kit in their homes. If there is an earthquake or tsunami, for instance, there could be a power cut or the water could get polluted. You might get stuck in your home for several days because of a storm or a flood. Having an emergency kit ready could help if anything like this happens. The emergency kit should contain food, drinks, clothes, and essential things like torch and medicines.